Not another penny, not another dollar. We won't pay for Israel's slaughter. And in our thousands, in our millions. We are all Palestinians. And in our millions, in our billions. We are all Palestinians. And say it loud and say it clear. Zionists are welcome here. Say it clear and say it loud. Gaza, you make us proud. And say it loud and say it clear. Liberation is near. Say it clear and say it loud. Gaza, you make us proud. Resistance is glorious. We will be victorious. Resistance is glorious. We will be victorious. Resistance is justified. When people are occupied. Resistance is justified. When people face genocide. Resistance is justified. From Lebanon to Palestine. Resistance is justified. When people face genocide. And it is right to rebel. Israel can go to hell. It is right to rebel.
down. Shut it down. Shut it down. We're here today to tell the people of New York that Gaza is not for sale. Gaza is not for sale. Gaza belongs to the Palestinian people. Gaza is the property of the Palestinian people. It will never be the property of the United States. It will never be occupied by the United States or Israel or anywhere else. It is for the Palestinian people of Gaza. The only place the people of Gaza will go to, aside from Gaza, is the villages and cities in occupied Palestine from where they come. And just like Gaza, the people of Jenin, of the Jenin refugee camp, of all of the refugee camps in the northern West Bank, will never leave their lands unless it is to return to their original villages. Brothers and sisters, that is why we're here today. Because we know what Trump and the Americans behind him, we remember Biden also suggested displacement as a possible solution. We know that this is what they intend. Are we going to take that? Are we going to take that? Are we going to take that? That's right. We're never going to accept that. And we'll be here today, we are here today, and we'll continue our struggle on Saturday at 2 p.m. in the Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza, to urge the countries of Jordan and Egypt to stand with their people, to stand on the side of the Arab masses and the people of the world, and to refuse Trump's displacement plan. To address us now, I'm going to call up a leader in the movement, my brother Jamil from the Palestinian Youth Movement.
Palestine is not for sale!
Palestine is not for sale!
Israel will fail!
Israel will fail!
Palestine is not for sale!
Palestine is not for sale!
Israel will fail!
Israel will fail!
Over the past few weeks, the United States and Israel have escalated violence on the West Bank through a bombing campaign in the Jenin refugee camp, destroying an entire neighborhood at once. They have also recently threatened to quote-unquote unleash all hell on Gaza this upcoming weekend. They've shown their true intentions through these acts. They're recycling the same tactics over and over and over again. They're showing that imperialism only knows the language of violence. They use violent rhetoric to systematically dehumanize Palestinians, to make their plans of displacing 2 million Palestinians appear as a real estate sale. But Gaza is not for sale! They say things like, we are not going to buy anything, we're going to have it. They say that Gaza is a disaster, that it's unlivable. But they fail to recognize that they were the ones who attempted to make it unlivable to begin with. We see right through these tactics. We know that their logic has one major flaw. The flaw is that the people who resisted a genocide will be the same people who resist ethnic cleansing as well. The people of Gaza have stood firm, and it is our duty to strengthen their steadfastness in every sector of society right here in the Imperial Core. We mobilize in the streets to disrupt business as usual, to let people know that the corporations here on 5th and 6th Avenue are responsible for aiding and abetting a genocide and the ethnic cleansing of Palestine. We strengthen the steadfastness of Gaza by building a popular movement for its liberation, by highlighting the similarities of the Palestinian struggles and the struggles of people right here in the United States. Donald Trump is violently displacing Palestinians and is attempting to do the same thing to immigrants right here in the United States. Our struggle is interconnected through the violence that imperialism has enacted on this world, so we gather here to say no more. We will no longer allow our elected officials to enact violence on black and brown communities. We will no longer allow corporations and billionaires to bankroll genocide. We will no longer allow military cargo to be shipped on Maersk shipping containers right here in our backyard in New Jersey. By being here, we've all acknowledged that liberation isn't achieved through the comfort of our homes. It's achieved through a collective effort to mobilize and organize against it right here in New York City. Trump says that he wants peace for the Palestinians, but peace isn't achieved through forcibly displacing 2 million people and wiping out entire neighborhoods. No. He says he wants peace, but then constantly greenlights weapons shipments to Israel and constantly grants $1 billion in funds to their genocidal project. This same military cargo shipped on Maersk shipping containers has been repeatedly used to break ceasefire agreements both in Palestine and in Lebanon. And Trump's conflicting messaging only shows us one thing. It's that the intentions of the United States have not changed, irrespective of who sits in the Oval Office. And so long as the United States and Israel try to carry out their imperialist and genocidal plans, we will always be in the streets to organize against it, rain or shine, in our thousands or in our millions. In our thousands, in our millions. In our thousands, in our millions. We are all Palestinian. We are all Palestinians. In our thousands, in our millions. In our thousands, in our millions. We are all Palestinian. We are all Palestinians.
In our thousands, in our millions.
In our thousands, in our millions.
We are all Palestinians.
We are all Palestinians.
Gaza is not for sale.
Gaza is not for sale.
Zionism will fail.
Zionism will fail.
Gaza is not for sale.
Gaza is not for sale.
Zionism will fail.
Zionism will fail.
Zionism will fail.
Zionism will fail.
Zionism will fail. Zionism will fail. That is right, brothers and sisters. Zionism will inevitably fail. As it has failed for the last 16 months, as they have been incapable of doing anything other than slaughtering the people of Gaza and piling up bodies, it will continue to fail. It will continue to fail, and we will continue to struggle against Zionism, against U.S. imperialism, and for a free Palestine as long as it takes. As long as it takes. We will be in Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza at 2 p.m. Are we going to be there? Are we going to be there? One person I know is going to be there, who is always there, is Noelle Koto, who will speak to us now.
With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may convey His message and so, inshallah, sanctify His name and bring peace to the world. Me and my colleague here, Rabbi Schwartz, we are, thank God, going on in years. My father escaped from the Nazis. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. My father-in-law, blessed memory, walked on the death march away from Auschwitz. They marched and they left over generations because there is an Almighty on the world who does not stand silent, who looks and has compassion. Sometimes we don't understand his ways. But in the Torah it says, why are you rebelling against me? It will not be successful. We have a new president here in the United States. He has relatively a clean slate. He's a new president. And he got up and said that he has gotten his position because it was mandated. He has a position given to him by the Almighty. We are pleading with you. Your position from the Almighty is to do justice, to have compassion. We are pleading with you. A nation, the Jewish nation, that went through a Holocaust, where we witnessed injustice, where the world was silent. We are pleading with you. Look and have respect for these authorities, for the ones, the distinguished scholars right in your backyard in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, the largest concentration of religious Jews here in the U.S., where there is not one single Israeli flag. You are smart. There is a reason for this. There is a reason why in Mea Shearim, in the streets of Al-Quds in Jerusalem, my colleagues are being beaten. They're being arrested. They're being assassinated because they refuse, as religious, truly subservient to the Almighty, they refuse to accept this false ersatz Judaism, the occupation of Palestine. They are here for 76 years, beaten, but they are not silenced. They are standing there and declaring the occupation of Palestine is not Jewish, is not godly, and it is criminal. Judaism does not permit occupation, does not permit, since the destruction of the temple 2,000 years ago, we are not even permitted 1 inch, 1 centimeter of Jewish sovereignty, and certainly not by killing, by oppressing, by degrading, by this genocide. This is unacceptable according to God and according to the Jewish religion. Hear me, President Trump. Hear me, President Trump. We plead with you. Respect this godly mandate. Do not abuse it. Use it properly, that you will be able to stand in front of God and declare that you did your mandate in justice. Let us help bring a free Palestine. Save the people of Gaza. Save the people of Jenin. Save the people of Lebanon. Do what you can, because you are not stupid and you know what you can do. The power that you have, use it properly. Inshallah, we as Jews will once again be able to thank our Palestinian neighbors for the friendship that we shared for so many hundreds and hundreds of years. It is anti-Semitic to kill Palestinians. It is anti-Semitic to use Judaism as a tool to kill people. Please do not exacerbate anti-Semitism. Do not give support for this anti-Semitic entity called the Zionist State of Israel. Free us from this evil, inshallah, with a free Palestine. A free Palestine, inshallah, today. Thank you. Judaism, yes. Zionism, no. The State of Israel will go. Judaism, yes. Zionism, no. The State of Israel will go.
What Trump has shown us in the last 3 weeks is something we already knew. And he has shown it in the most despicable, disgusting, way possible. We cannot rely on any of the ruling class parties to bring us the liberation of Palestine. We need to build our own organizations. We need to build a strong movement. We need to continue mobilizing. We need to continue coming to volunteer meetings at the People's Forum on Mondays at 6:30. And we need to, most importantly, continue joining organizations, carrying and leading this fight and all fights for justice and liberation. I'm going to call up now Claude from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
All right, y'all, how are we feeling? We're feeling good? We're feeling energized? We are here tonight in light of the U.S. and Israel's many threats against the sovereignty of the Palestinian people. This past week, under a backdrop of repeated ceasefire violations from Israel and an intensified terroristic siege on cities in the West Bank, Trump, Netanyahu, and others have renewed calls for the total ethnic cleansing of Palestine. Shame! These bombastic calls are a transparent attempt by the Zionists to save face after Israel was forced by the Palestinian resistance to accept a ceasefire deal, to release our prisoners, and to see Gazans return home in droves to rebuild. And luckily we know that these genocidal politicians will never break the will of the Palestinian people and will never prevent their inevitable return. And we point out Trump's calls not because they represent any significant change from Biden's goals, but to give us even more insight and clarity into the depraved logic and motivations behind Zionism. The goal of Israel since the Nakba and before has been the ethnic cleansing of all Palestinian land. Shame. And the occupation is upheld by the capitalists, by the billionaires who see the humanity of the Palestinian people as mere obstacles in the way of maximum profit. And this is what underpins Trump's administration in both foreign and domestic policy, pushing for the agenda of the billionaires over the agenda of the people. And make no mistake, the people that are salivating at the chance to steal Gaza and the West Bank for profit are the same people who are gutting our public services and stealing our tax dollars to give to their rich friends. The people that are terrorizing immigrants by deporting people from our communities are the same as those trying to kick Palestinians off of their own land. But they continue to ignore the undeniable reality that the world has changed since October 7th. We know exactly who our enemies are, and we have proven the strength of our movement. And more than ever before, the people in the United States are aware that all of our struggles are interconnected in the fight against capitalism and colonialism. And with this change in mass consciousness, with the connections and the relationships that we've amassed, with the organizations that we've built, we know that Palestine will emerge totally victorious. So while Israel hangs on to the delusion that they can ethnically cleanse Palestine, while Netanyahu feels confident that he can maneuver through the crises within Zionism that we've caused, we remain steadfast and secure in our fight and our mission. We have history and righteousness on our side. Through the last 76 years plus of fighting for the total liberation of Palestine, we have brought Zionism to its deathbed. So as we continue to fight for the total liberation of Palestine, we will remember all that we have learned through the past 16 months of struggle, and we will continue to fight because a ceasefire was never enough. With the undefeatable and irreplaceable organized power of the people, we will not only rebuild Gaza, we will not only hold war criminals accountable, we will ensure that Palestine is free from the river to the sea! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution! There is only one solution! Intifada revolution!
There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. And Gaza is not for sale. Zionism will fail. Zionism will fail. Zionism will fail. Zionism, along with the entire billionaire agenda, will fail. It will inevitably fail. It will fail because we, the people of the world, the masses of people, have built and will continue to build and will continue to do what we need to do to ensure this. Since Trump has been in office, not only has he accelerated and agitated and worsened the conditions in Gaza, in Palestine, and in the Arab region broadly, and threatened World War III, and threatened the lives of innocent people all over the world, but he has also done so in the United States, on the border with Canada, and all around. As we just heard, this is not an isolated thing. These are not parts to be taken separately. We need a big response, a total response, and we need organizations capable of building that. I'm going to call up now Leanne from the People's Forum.
Genocide takes many forms. It can look like the thousands of pounds of bombs that were dropped over the past 16 months, primarily under the control and the approval of the Biden administration. More weaponry was bombed on the small territory of Gaza than on the entire 20 years Afghanistan war. More bombs were dropped on the small territory of Gaza than the combined weight of what was dropped on Hiroshima. But genocide also has other forms. Genocide takes the form of the siege of Gaza. It takes the form of mass starvation. It takes the form of withholding medicine. It takes the form of destroying hospitals, of stopping people from going to their homes, of removing people from their lands. It takes the form of silencing people, stopping people who write and think and speak and create art and create media. The purpose of genocide is to destroy not only a people, but their history, their ideas, and their identity. And while we can say that the United States and the Project of Israel have attempted with their combined military might and economic and political power to execute a genocide against the Palestinian people, they have still failed. In fact, not only have they failed, but they have multiplied in reaction to their attempts. They have created the conditions for the multiplication of the people who stand in solidarity with the Palestinian cause across all the continents of the world. The lesson that we should take from this is that when oppression occurs, resistance not only responds, but it flourishes. And the message that Trump should take from this experience is that he should look at what happened to Biden as a warning. If the mass movement for Palestine could only grow over the past 16 months, what can he do different that would stop it? Absolutely nothing. In fact, now he's dealing with not only a population that is steeled in its confidence and its commitment to stand against genocide in all of its instances, but now he has brought and awakened the rest of the population through his attacks on immigrant communities, on Black America, on the rest of the people of the world. He has expanded the population that is ready to rise up and fight back. So when we say that Gaza is not for sale, what we are really saying is that there is nothing that Trump could do to break the will of the Palestinian people, because the genocide itself completely was unsuccessful. And there is nothing, no grand idea, no real estate deal that Trump could do, no intimidation, no repression, no attacks on the movement that he could do to break the spirit of solidarity that has been nurtured and that has grown and that has taken root here among the people in the United States. So today we are raising the banner of Palestine in New York City. We are saying that we are committed, that we will continue to mobilize, we will continue to organize, we will continue to fight the genocide in every moment of its manifestation. And today is just the warm-up. On Saturday, across the world, there will be mass protests against the threatened sale of Gaza, against any violation of the ceasefire. Israel has been violating the ceasefire over 100 times since its beginning. We will go out to say that no matter what happens, whether Israel breaks the ceasefire or whether it stays strong, we are not only committed to the ceasefire, but to the full reconstruction and return of all Palestinians to their homes, and eventually to all of their homes across occupied Palestine. Rain or shine, and whatever happens in the news, we will be out there on Saturday, because the Palestinian people will see that we are by their side in all conditions. And Trump will see that there is no distracting us from our commitment. In fact, we are only growing in our commitment to fight for all oppressed people inside this country and across the world. So are you ready to march? Are you ready to march? Well, I see you on Saturday as well. Gaza is not for sale. Zionism will fail. Gaza is not for sale. Zionism will fail. Gaza is not for sale. Zionism will fail. Zionism will fail. Gaza is not for sale.
Hi everyone, smash that like button. We are live. This is New York City, right in front of the New York Public Library on 5th Avenue and 42nd Street. A couple of hundred people out here tonight. A couple of counter protesters on the other side here.
You should Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Yes, with liberation! Down with occupation! Down with occupation! Down with occupation! Down with occupation!
So, what do you think about Trump and Netanyahu's plan to expel Palestinians from Gaza?
I think he's out of his mind. I think he's totally insane. Yeah, I mean, how could you just take their land? Just like we did to the indigenous people here.
Absolutely.
This is the second genocide America's in, right?
Absolutely, yeah. and you know, Trump talks about America first, and you know, this is not a policy that's focused on Americans or America first. Do you think MAGA, the Trump supporters got conned?
See, the 75 million people that are behind Trump, once he screws them, if he does, that's when a third party is going to come into existence. We're ripe for a third party because these people are middle-class people. See, they buy into the race card. White people are stupid. We didn't all come in the same boat, but we're in it now. And white people are stupid. They buy into the race card. We come together, we got power. Just like with the Vietnam War, we'll shut it down. But we got to come together.
Absolutely.
They got us divided. But when he screws them all, then we'll have a third party and people will be together then. We don't need no more war. Passe. Put the guns down. rebuild the whole country. When I was a kid, we had poor people, but nobody was homeless. Nobody was on the streets. My dad was a printer for the Daily News for 39 years. 1961, I'm in my Marine uniform getting my picture taken in the New York, in the Daily News, in the pics, the paper within the paper, how the kids are doing. My dad's take-home pay, $135 a week. My mom didn't work, we had a house, and me and my brother had everything. Now you couldn't even feed yourself. It's a class struggle. From the beginning of time, the rich against the poor. But white people are stupid. They buy into that race card. Well, thank you, my brother.
Absolutely, you're
Nice
absolutely right
meeting
about
you
that.
again.
What's your name, by the way?
Bob Nash, former United States Marine. Yeah, Bob Nash. I'm a former United States Marine. I was a rifle instructor in Paris Island, 1961. I didn't know any better.
You said Bob, right?
Bob Nash,
Bob, nice,
yeah.
nice to meet you, Bob.
Yeah, nice seeing you again too, my brother. Good luck. We're going to need it.
Hold on, I may have one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
So now we see a lot of Democrats trying to shame.
The Democrats are done.
Yeah.
The Democrats are done.
They're trying to shame people who didn't vote for Kamala.
If they can run all the bullshit they want, they're done. When you pull genocide the way they did, and you're all going along with it, they're done. The Democrats are done. And the Republicans are next. We need a third party.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, Workers' Party or something like that. All right, brother.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Keep up with the fight.
Good luck. Yes, sir.
I'll see you around.
People are occupied. Resistance is justified. People make genocide. Liberation. Down, down with occupation. Up, up with liberation. Down, down with occupation. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever.
All right, so this march is moving uptown. We are on, this is 6th Avenue, West 47th Street. March is moving uptown. Only half the street is closed off. There is still traffic.
From the belly of the beast.
Protest, the march is now moving west. For those who are in New York and would like to join in the march here, they are moving towards Times Square. Don't forget to smash that like button, share this live stream. So they are moving toward through Times Square. We're now on 7th Avenue. Palestine is not for sale. We are all Palestinians. All right, so now the march is moving back down south. We just left the Times Square area. They're moving. If you are not already subscribed to our channel, subscribe now. It's going to be a lot more protests, a lot more stories to cover. We just got back from California. Tina and I were out there covering a story where a lithium battery storage facility went up in flames, burned for 4 days straight, poisoned residents in the area, poisoned the wildlife and the soil around the area. A lot of farmland over there. 70% of the fruits and vegetables that we eat in this country are grown there. So that's going to be an issue for a long time coming, probably generations. As Jordan would say, is the United Sacrifice Zones. So go check out those stories. But yeah, a lot more is going to be happening in the coming weeks, months, and years ahead. Again, we are people-funded, people-powered by you, the members, by the viewers. That is how we are able to operate and go on the ground and cover these important stories. So please, if you can, consider becoming a member. StatusCoup.com/join. Sign up, $5 a month. That comes out to 16 cents a day. So if you can, become a member. All right, they are moving back west, going west. We are right near the New York Times building over here on 8th Avenue. They're probably going to be setting up over there in front of the building. Alright, so this is 8th Avenue, West 41st Street. Again, the New York Times building is right here to the left. Let's see if they come this way. Looks like they are. The NYPD is blocking the entrance here.
message. That Gaza is not for sale. That Gaza is not for sale. That Gaza is Palestinian land. It has always been Palestinian land. And despite the plans of Trump, of Netanyahu, of Smotrich, of Biden, or of any Zionist or imperialist force, that Gaza will remain Palestinian. And we are also here today because we understand that Gaza and the West Bank and our people in Lebanon and people all over the diaspora are one nation. One nation. Hands off Jenin. Hands off Jenin. Hands off Khul Karim. Hands off Khul Bas. Hands off Nablus. And hands off Gaza. Our work does not stop. Our work does not stop today. On Saturday, we will be in the streets. We will join. People across the entire world to take part in an international day of action against the Trump-Netanyahu displacement plan. The people of the world, and particularly the Arab masses, stand firmly and steadfastly against displacement. There will be no displacement. And Egypt and Jordan must stand with the people of their countries and people of conscience across the world rejecting this plan. So we will be in Dag Hammarskjöld Plaza near the Jordanian consulate at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Joining forces with the people of the world. I will see you on Saturday. Everybody get home safely. And make sure that when you're here Saturday, you are with 15 people. Everybody must bring 15 people. We need a strong turnout. Now is the time. Continue to get organized. Continue to mobilize. For a free Palestine. From the river to the sea. Gaza is not for sale. Zionism will fail.
Trump's, wanting to expel Palestinians from their land, turn into this Riviera that was
Incredibly disappointed. I didn't vote for the guy, but I didn't have anything against him. And when he pulled off the ceasefire, I said, hey, I wasn't expecting that. That was great. And then he turns on us.
Do you think this was their plan all along?
Wondering, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He talks about America first and being anti-war, and the people that voted for him based on, being anti-war and America first. Do you think they got conned like MAGA?
I think a lot of them feel that way now. Like I say, I voted for Jill Stein, but I was really happy it wasn't Kamala, But, this is killing me.
Now we have Democrats who are coming out and, shaming people for voting for third party Jill Stein or not voting at all. What do you say to that? To those people?
They're committing suicide. This is what they're doing. Those people are coming back. So.
And what do you think about a general strike? It seems like protesting isn't working anymore. What are your thoughts about a general strike?
I think something's going to give, and maybe it'll result in a strike or maybe something else, maybe something worse.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about what's going on? No?
Free Palestine. Thank you.
Where is it going to be? Live right now. This is on So Status and then COU. Cool. Thank you very much.
So it's like a lot of, Palestine.
All right, guys. I'm going to shut down in a few minutes. Again, this is right outside the New York Times building. That's where they ended the march.
How are you? All right. How you doing?
Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Would you like to say anything? Yeah? Cool. So I heard you had a strong message for Trump. What are your thoughts about him wanting to expel Palestinians from their land and turn it into this Riviera?
With the help of the Almighty, like he said, he has a mandate. He's put in an awesome position, a powerful position. A powerful position can do good and can do, God forbid, the opposite. So we're pleading with him. We are people who witnessed colossal catastrophes and injustice. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. My father escaped from the Nazis. My father-in-law walked on the death march from the concentration. We've witnessed apartheid, things that were led by countries that were considered respectable, with the great, awesome leaders, and yet they did injustices. We are pleading with. He has a new slate. He's a new president. He's at the end of the day, he's going to stand in front of God, and we are pleading with him that he should go down in the annals of history. He should be able to say to God, I've done what was right. I stood up to intimidation, and I saved the people who are suffering, the victims of a genocide, of an injustice, not a conflict of religions that the Zionists are trying to portray. We are witnessing the unjust occupation of a people by people who ridicule religion, people who have occupied a religion, who have stolen Judaism, the name of Judaism. They are falsely speaking in the name of religion. My religion, Judaism, says that we are forbidden to take 1 inch, 1 centimeter of the Holy Land or any land. And the rabbis of Palestine, from day one, from Rabbi Sonnenfeld to Rabbi Dushinsky in 1947, in the records of the United Nations stated, we stand in opposition to even 1 inch of occupying Palestine. I'm quoting verbatim. We are forbidden to have a Jewish state in any part of Palestine, he said, clearly in his writings. And this is the view of Jews around the world. And here in the United States, in the backyard of Manhattan, right in Brooklyn, right across the Williamsburg Bridge, the largest concentration of religious Jews that President Trump knows of them. They are all in opposition to the unjust occupation. These are God-fearing, respectable communities and leaders, the distinguished scholars of Judaism. Please, we plead with you, President Trump, you have the opportunity to do right and to go down as a true hero and a true just, what we call tzedek, righteous leader. Do what you can. Please save the people of Gaza. Save the people of Jenin, of the West Bank, of Lebanon. All these people who are being murdered senselessly, unjustly, in the name of God. God save us. It is an anti-Semitic occupation. It is the textbook definition of anti-Semitism, this unjust use of Judaism that creates rift between Jews and Muslims, that creates hate, that creates death and suffering. Jews amongst the people who are dying because they're standing in the streets of Jerusalem opposing the occupation. God help, let us see in our days, with God's compassion, a free Palestine, a free Gaza. We could live together in peace and harmony, Jews and Muslims, as we've had for at least hundreds of years.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Great seeing you guys. I'll see you on the next one. All right?
Let's see you do it. It's there, right? No. That's the one going.
Alright, so maybe I'll try to get one more interview before I shut this down. If not, I'm just going to shut this down right now and head back. Thank you all for tuning in and for watching, for sharing. I hope everyone's doing alright. I know it's been a crazy time. I hate to tell you, but things are just going to get crazier as the weeks, the months, and the years go on. Things are never going back to the way they were because it's going to create a pattern of unknown and unpredictability. So everything you thought you knew about the world, this country, it's going to completely change. But just remember to take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of your neighbors, look out for each other. Because like Bob said, it's a class war now. It's always been a class war, but it just took some time to be shown the reality, the truth. The mask of this country, this fascist country, is completely off. There's no more putting the mask back on. So remember, we are in a class war. It's not a race war, not a religious war. It is a class war. All right, guys. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to head back home. Thank you all for watching. I'm not sure when I'll be live again, but make sure you are subscribed so you'll get those notifications for when we do post videos, do go live. You'll get a notification that pops up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you all again. Everybody have a good night and take care.